Hey guys, it's Missy, and today I'm gonna be giving you guys some tips and tricks. And before I start the video, I'm just gonna say quickly, I am not an expert. I do not know much about this game. I literally started a couple months ago. I didn't even start a year ago. But yeah, these are just in my opinion, these are just my favorite tips and tricks that I have learned throughout my time playing. And yeah, I wanted to share them with you. So yeah, I will be giving the tips on whatever role I get on that round. So hopefully we get some good roles. Otherwise you guys won't be getting tips of murderer and sheriff and stuff. I'm kidding, guys, obviously. You guys will be getting tips on every role, don't you worry. By the looks of it, the first place we're going is mill base. Now, I do not hate mill base, so that is pretty good that we've got mill base first round. But I bet you we're not going to get a good role first round. Let's see. Oh, okay. You are innocent. Okay, one of my biggest tips for innocent is you need good parkour. And this actually goes for every role. You just need good parkour. If you have good parkour and good jumping skills and stuff like that, if you're just really good at obbies and stuff, then you will probably be really good at getting away from the murderer and sheriff and people. And yeah, another tip for innocent is that in innocent you do not want to be in small hallways and stuff. And I just died. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You do not want to be in small hallways like this. Otherwise, you are most likely going to die since you can't move side to side or anything like I just did. But yeah. My next tip is probably hiding, which by the looks of it is what this girl is doing. And not hiding the whole round until the round ends, so you just get wins. But hiding until there's a gun that you can pick up or something like that. There's no point going outside and dying or anything like that for no reason. There's no point. So always try and hide until you find the gun and or you hear that the sheriff has been killed. There's gunshots, loads of gunshots, for example, and then a knife and then no more gunshots. Then you probably know the sheriff is dead. So then you could probably get the gun. But yeah, I also forgot to say earlier, but I will be giving some tips and tricks for campers and stuff like that, and spam jumpers later on. Another tip for about all roles, unless you're a murderer yourself, is whenever you hear a killing sound or a slicing sound, then just move completely away, the opposite side of the map of that sound, if you can, because that means the murderer is close. You can kind of tell from when you heard it. It's easier with headphones on, but you can kind of get a sense of where you heard it and where on the map they might be, what left and right, you can kind of get a sense of where they are. Now, I forgot what the actual class is called, but when you have that x-ray vision, that tip would not be helpful at all. But yeah, just stay away from any murdering sounds you can. Oh my god, guys, my mum just gave me pancakes. I'm going to do a taste test. You ready? Those are so good. Those are so good. Yum. Okay, guys, I finished my pancakes. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, I think I've gone through about every tip I have for innocent, so now I'm gonna go on to sheriff. Okay, so my best advice of how to be good at sheriff is always aim where you think the person is going to go, not directly at them, or you will miss, because people are always moving. Unless they're stood still or they're AFK, always shoot where you are expecting them to go. My next tip is for about every role, and it is always recognize the knife and who has the same knife. So what I mean by that is if someone throws a knife, you know what knife they have. So see if you can remember who had that knife, and you'll know who the murderer is. Okay, and my last tip, I've already said this. I've already said hide, but just stay away from everyone until you know who the murderer is, because you don't want to get killed. Okay, that was all my tips for sheriff, and now I'm gonna move on to murderer. Okay, next up I have my tips for murderer, and my first murderer tip is same as when I was innocent, I think, is do not go in long hallways, small areas. Goes for every single role. Just do not go in those small areas, please. I know I'm repeating myself right now. That's how much I mean it. Do not go in small areas. They suck. Okay, my next tip is to not have your knife out all the time, because then people will know that you're a murderer and they'll be like, oh, she's a murderer, I'm gonna run away from her. Alright, my next tip is throw your knife around corners. So for example, I go around this corner, I should throw my knife if I was like murderer, which I wasn't this round. But if I was murderer, I would go around every single corner and I would throw my knife around that corner, because sometimes there are actually people around those corners and you actually get them. So yeah. Next I have don't spam jump. Goes for every role, and I'm not sure if I've already said this, just don't spam jump. It's not helpful, especially in places like this with the roof really low. Just don't spam jump at all. Doesn't really matter what scenario. Alright, and last but not least, I have kill in groups. So for example, if I had a group of people all together, I would get my knife out and kill them, like the whole group all in one, because that's just smart, you know. So yeah, just kill in groups. And yeah, I'm just juking this person. Anyways, yeah, and that is all I have for murderer. So now I'm gonna be going on to campers. Alright, for camper, I'm actually going to go to Aim Trainer, and yeah, I am going to get a camper equipped, and ooh, I just watched that person get flung. Anyway, I'm going to go into Aim Trainer, as I was saying, and I'm going to get a camper and just show you guys how to get the gun from a camper. By the way, this is the game I use for Aim Trainer. And yeah, let's head on to the game. Okay guys, I'm here on Aim Trainer now, and I'm just going to be showing you how to like loop around. So first I need to find the person with the gun. Oh, they're there. Oh, so that is some way to do it. I didn't even know they were there. But yeah. Anyways, so basically you just loop around them. So like if you like almost step on top of them and then like go around a bit, like then they'll like follow you round. So like this, look. I go around them, grab the gun and shoot them. And some of them might be throwing the knife, which will be a bit harder, but I can't set that up, so you basically just have to kind of go for it. Or you could literally just stay well away from the gun and innocence will win, because yeah. So if you just stay well away from the gun anyway and you then innocence will win, because the murderer won't have got everyone. So yeah, that is like 2 little tricks for the campers and how to stop campers from basically camping. How many times did I just use camp in my sentence just then? Quite a lot. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't get this one. I can't get this one. Oh, yeah, okay. But yeah, that was kind of it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go like have a nap now. That was a lot of talking, and that took a lot of days to make, surprisingly. Let me know if you liked my first video and if you wanted more. But yeah, bye.